Mistakes, he spotted him off in the distance. Mistakes playing very far back into the complex itself. And Shore4 now as well, getting his, theoretical ghillie suit on, hiding behind the shrubbery. And their Gladiators are making some progress, but now the Orisa shields are coming head-to-head. Hydration may have overextended slightly. No, we got the healing from Big Goose who's sitting in the back. And Shaz is just putting out a lot of damage right now. Forced out into recon mode for the time being. But again, he can set up in a moment, and he does. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of damage now. No, trying to face down the beast that is Shaz. Not much he can do about that. Shaz able to repair himself as, the poke damage comes in, and the Gladiators are all straight through. Personal, it's going to be dangerous for Boston to challenge. Look at this placement here, the hold as well to make sure both main tanks are caught in the blast.
Out as Gamsu will come out, they'll try and challenge us. They're going to use Valkyrie Boston here as well. The damage boost is being put on to Shaz. This will be the tank mode.
That's it. Button hatches, ladies and gentlemen. Shaz now going for the long-range fusillade. Again, a lot of shields to break through. Mistakes has found a couple of picks on the periphery here, but it's not enough to stop the Gladiators. They're on a mission today, man.
This is such a difficult comp.
He's back into the fray. He's been dying first in a lot of these fights as well. It's a tough life. School of hard knocks for Mercy's out here on Junkertown. Big Goose feeling the same.
It's a huge pick there from Neko. One that maybe saves the Boston Uprising from having a horrendous defense here. That pick on the Bishu. It'll be Big Goose. He uses his Valkyrie. Another big self-destruct sent in from Bishu. It'll connect with Neko.
That's it. Cuts out the back now. And Hydration with the whole hog. He's a little bit vulnerable when using that ability. He can't take a breather. Striker gets pulled into his demise, though. Shore4 picks up Gamsu out the back. Now Hydration has to stand his ground, but he doesn't have the cooldown on take a breather. He needs to be careful. No, charges him down. Knows he has the burst damage to win out of that engagement. And now he'll be desuited. Keep an eye on Kellex in that left corner here. Bishu's going to chase after him. The Mercy now, endangered species. But Shaz has been picked off by Neko. Half of the healing now for the Gladiators has been reduced. Mistakes, at least gets that D-suit. Fish is in trouble. He's going to go down again. Stoically, the Boston Uprising defend this final point.
Yeah, Gamsu with 6 deaths thus far. Very difficult.
They'll try and slow the Gladiators down. Now they're missing the healing, and most importantly, Matt, the Gladiators are missing that Transcendence ultimate. They really want that in this fight. That's why Big Goose has brought him back. But in the meantime, Striker's found Shore4. Hydration now for the whole hog. It's time to get that Transcendence in over this fight. Striker's still doing a lot of work, getting rid of that Diva mech. But Hydration's found Gamsu. He was hiding in the corner. Not much he could do.
Yeah, but they haven't killed Striker, though. He's still on the payload. He's going to land a pulse bomb there on a Fisher and take out Shaz. As you think you have Boston dead. If you do not deal with Striker, you are never going to beat this team. As they just let him linger on the payload for a little bit too long.
Yeah, left to his own devices. He was able to unravel the Gladiators from behind, or from the sides, as it were. Time's going to be up here, and the Boston Uprising will hold solid before the end of the map. Slowing the tempo down, getting picks with mistakes.
If you pick up somebody from here until then, that person is effectively gone until the respawn. Striker on a flank takes out Hydration. That's huge. That's a lot of the damage from the Gladiators.
That one there, tough to res. Big Goose has to go inside the building. It's a risky spot. Neko cuts Shaz down. Shore4 finally getting a kill for the Gladiators here on this defense, but they're being overrun. Big Goose now can't do anything. He is just blown to smithereens by Striker. The standard combination of grenade and remote mine be more than enough to consume the Mercy's health pool, and the Boston Uprising. This is blistering pace as well from them. All they've got to do.
He hasn't really gotten much with his rip tires. Let's see if he can actually make this one worth it. Goes way over the top, gets Big Goose really weak.
Oh,
Neko trying to come on the flank.
Great cover by Bishu. They're keeping his Mercy alive, quickly using that defense matrix to stymie Neko's attempts at finding the kill and capitalizing on the chunk that had been bitten out of Big Goose. But now the Boston Uprising keep moving forward. This is what a Roadhog will do for you. He hits the hook. And this is how you keep the momentum billowing out of control. Get a Roadhog in there. Get that man advantage. Make it a 6v5, and then all of a sudden it's a 6v4, and so on.
So it looks like Boston will be able to take point B here. No, not much that the Gladiators can do. Not going to come out, try and make a play for it. See the mine connects with both players as
nasty. That's because Hydration is set up there on that Junkrat, so punishing, a composition on the attack that makes a bunch up. That's 2 for Note. Hydration and Shaz are down, and also Fish is trying to drop the supercharger for extra damage. Note gets another one. Big Goose is down, and Note is out of control. He also gets the D-suit on Bishu, by the way. That's incredible. 3 kills, a D-suit, and a sentence used by the Gladiators. They're trying to dig their heels and try to hold their ground somehow. Gamsu's supercharger is removed by Hydration, but that's a Riptire into Shore4. That's got to be a resurrect now by Big Goose, so they're in deep trouble, and it is. Shore4 now is returned to the battle. A stay of execution, a second lease on this one, and Hydration's Riptire thinning out the herd. Neko and Note are down, and Shore4 chimes in, and the Gladiators hold on for now.
We'll see if Boston decides. You're kind of playing for the fight after, though, where you will have Trans in Valkyrie when the other team only has Transcendence.
Crucial D-suit there. Shawful peeking around the corner, and Note couldn't do anything. He got ejected out of his mech into the explosion itself, and there's Shaz. 3 kills for the Zenyatta. The Los Angeles Gladiators, beautiful. It's damn hard. It's going to be a Transcendence on the point. Neko got his first Transcendence for the round now after switching to Roadhog, and it's timely indeed. Shaz is down. Neko pops out of Transcendence and decides to get a little bit angrier there. Gamsu drops in. Shawful removed. Fisher trying to escape. Nope, but he was going to pursue him doggedly to his demise. DC on Bishu, and he's done. The Riptire now just an insurance policy, and Boston go up 1 map early.
Such a tough pick the point first.
Passive approach from the Gladiators here. They don't try and contest, but Shawful has found mistakes. Now that'll be a Kellex Resurrect, if I've ever seen one. But in the meantime, the Gladiators are trying to apply some more pressure, but they've lost Bishu's mech in the process. A little bit of mobility, a little bit of burst out the window.
Transcendence, they get Fisher really low. He's forced to use Primal.
Oh, Striker!
Even if you lose this fight, though, you've accrued a decent amount of percentage.
That's the thing, right? Losing that first fight, or giving away the point first in some cases, is not ideal, considering how, at this level of play, it is possible to maintain it
Here than Boston, this fight, though.
Oh, Bishu. Oh, he's getting out of dodge. I don't think he's going to escape. Nope, the D-suit there, and he will just be welcomed into the warm embrace of Gamsu. Yeah, it's a bit of a tighter hug than he might have preferred, but you don't have a choice when it's a big old monkey. 65 to 56, so arguably the centerpiece of the Gladiators lineup. Their star player in Fisher. Keep him low, he can't play as aggressive. You see Fisher jumps in over the top there. Neko's down, and this time Mistakes finally wins out the battle against Shawful. Surely a good omen for the Boston Uprising in this fight with Bishu now removed. Shawful return to the fray with his striker. That pulse bomb is going to be very important. Fisher might have his name on it right now, but Fisher didn't get away. Mistakes hit him in the head. Fisher didn't turn away, he didn't do a butt dive, and so he copped a full damage headshot from Mistakes, and that's a huge pulse bomb! Striker can't ask for any more than that. Getting the Mercy and the Widow. Notice that Kellex is pocketing Mistakes right now, so he's definitely, being catered to by his team. But look at that. Fisher's trying to get in the back line here. Kellex is down, and no, Mistakes is going to follow. He's a one-man army, and that's no joke. Fisher goes in and gets 2 of the most important heroes on the side of Boston to start it off. Gets a burial at sea. And now Striker Yard. So parting gift for Bishu is going to ensure that D-suit, the self-destruct. No one being found by that one as Shaz is brought back into the fight. The Gladiators are still very much in this one. Mistakes finds Fisher, but the Transcendence on the point to allow Bishu now to do most of the damage. Gamsu can't really hold up in the heat. Bishu getting up in his face, and those autocannons really hurt at close range. But Shawfall's removed Kellex now. That McCree for the Gladiators starting to pay off. Finds his opposite number, but Neko actually shuts him down. What a turnaround now. It's going to be Akshon trying to stay alive, but the Discord Orb made it hard. Striker gives him a slap to the back of the head. Sends him reeling.
Yeah, you look at this Tracer, Destruct there to just clear space.
Talk about it all the time, don't we? That's some space cleared. The space that Gamsu used to occupy is definitely empty for the time being. He's back to spawn now, but Asher's looking worse to wear on the point. We'll need to benefit from some healing from Big Goose, but there it is, the pulse bomb. Asher falls foul of that one. It's always a bit shameful, as a Tracer dying to an enemy Tracer's pulse bomb. That's how you get in your opponent's head. And Boston Uprising have got the download on the Gladiators thus far. It's a quick 2 maps. Smug City for high ground. Still controlled by the Boston Uprising. Bishu's taking a bunch of damage, but they've managed to pick Neko off. That's the start they're looking for, but losing Big Goose definitely doesn't help them at all. No resurrect potential now for the Gladiators, and Striker's just staying alive. Look at Mistakes, the tandem, the 1-2 punch. Oh man, Mistakes just bore and hole through skulls.
Cheeky from the Boston Uprising.
The Transcendence to back it up. It's go time for the Gladiators. They're trying to find Striker. They've got him.
Yeah, but they're forced to use the Transcendence and move on in, and Bishu doesn't even have a mech. They're just trying to use it to keep him alive.
Striker?
And Striker is still alive here in the back. He picked up 3.
That's unbelievable!
Make it
the
4.
Gladiators use the Transcendence just to try and get to him. Striker is quite low on health. Getting that healing back now on the Transcendence on the point. The Boston Uprising now have to stand and deliver. They take the fight here and now. Shaz is down. Gamsu found him. What a big pick. Big Goose is right behind him. Hydration now pulling the Dragon Blade. This could be the savior. It's him or nothing right now. And no, it's not going to be enough. He will be cut down. Bishu removed. Now Shawfall, he's not for this world. And Fisher, it's just Fisher. And there is nothing else left for the Gladiators. They will be full held here on the first point. And the Uprising look imperious. I mean, even the biggest diehard fans, either LA team, can't deny it. Just how incredible this team is developed. Now, not going great to start with, though, for the Boston Uprising, in all fairness. They've not really done much about this setup. Mistakes was trapped for a short time, and now the Dragonblade just to try and cut through some of this extra damage. Fisher, well, he had his supercharger removed now. They're back to normal in terms of the damage output. Mistakes is cutting them up there. Sushi Chef extraordinaire. Gamsu's Primal Rage at 3. And that'll be it. There's not much that the Gladiators can really do about this one. The Boston Uprising stand tall, and they're not done yet. Series is over, and the Uprising will be in our Stage 3 finals.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.